Welcome back to Beyond the Box Score, where we break down every single NBA game, every single day. It's a money-making Sunday, and we're coming off a great Saturday slate. We cashed our featured NBA play of the night with ease. Oklahoma City, the Thunder Buddies, our favorite money-making team, got back to business and handled the Atlanta Hawks with authority. It was a no-sweat winner. The Hawks were in a brutal scheduling spot, back end of a back-to-back with travel, while OKC came in hungry for their first dominant win of the season. And they delivered. We also cashed our blowout winner last night with the Denver Nuggets, who absolutely dismantled the Phoenix Suns. Same kind of setup there. Denver at home, where they always go crazy, against a tired Phoenix squad on a back-to-back heading into the altitude. Nuggets took them behind the woodshed. 2 clean wins right there. The only loss came from the Charlotte Hornets money line. Got a bit greedy on that one. They covered the spread but blew the outright win in the final 2 minutes. Still, that's part of the grind. We'll keep firing on those plus money dogs all season long. Overall, it was a strong day, but yesterday's gone. Time to keep the momentum rolling. We've got a loaded Sunday card with both NFL and NBA action, and I'm ready to do some real damage today. If you're rocking with Beyond the Box Score, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's dive into the full NBA board and break down every matchup with the same fire and focus as always. Starting with Brooklyn on the road facing San Antonio, the Spurs are massive 12-point home favorites for their home opener. Injury-wise, Sohan, De'Aaron Fox, Luke Kornet, and Kelly Olynyk are out for San Antonio. No major injuries for Brooklyn. The Nets have already played twice, getting blasted by Charlotte on the road but showing fight against Cleveland, covering in a 131-124 loss. Brooklyn is one of the league's weakest teams, no doubt, but the question is how bad are they really, and can they keep games close enough for bettors to care? San Antonio, meanwhile, is the team on the rise. Wembanyama looks like a monster. He dropped 40 in that season opener against Dallas, a 125-92 blowout. Then they went to New Orleans, pulled off a 120-116 overtime win, but didn't cover. Still, I think that big win over Dallas inflated their value. Are we really ready to lay double digits with San Antonio? That's a Denver or OKC type line, and the Spurs haven't earned that level of trust yet. They could easily blow out Brooklyn, but 12 feels rich. I'm taking the Nets plus the points. Spurs win, but I'm seeing something like a 7 to 8 point margin. Next up, Detroit hosting Boston. The Pistons are 3.5 point home favorites with a total of 228.5. It's Detroit's home opener after starting their season on the road, a 115-111 loss in Chicago, then a nice bounce-back win in Houston. I like this team as a young group that competes hard as underdogs. They're less trustworthy as home favorites, but Boston hasn't impressed early. The Celtics lost at home to Philly 117-116 and then dropped another one in New York 105-95. So while Detroit laying multiple possessions isn't ideal, it's a great situational spot for them coming home. I lean Pistons here. I'd prefer the line under 3, but they should win. If you want to toss them in a money line parlay, that's a solid move. Now Milwaukee at Cleveland. Cavs laying 6.5. Total 235.5. Milwaukee's off to a 2-0 start both straight up in ATS. They crushed Washington 133-120, then won 122-116 in Toronto. Cleveland's 1-1 straight up, 0-2 ATS. They lost in New York 119-111, then beat Brooklyn 120-116 but didn't cover. This is Cleveland's home opener, and that's key. The Cavs have beaten Milwaukee 5 straight times, including 2 dominant wins last year by 12 and 23 points. They were an elite home team last season, second best record in the league, and one of the most profitable home ATS teams early in the year. I'm taking Cleveland minus the points. It's a tough fade on an undefeated Bucks team, but this is a perfect home spot for the Cavs to remind people who they are. Moving on to New York at Miami. The Heat are 2.5 point home dogs with a total of 227.5. Mitchell Robinson is out for the Knicks, Josh Hart and Miles McBride are game-time calls, and Miami remains without Tyler Herro and Terry Rozier. The Knicks haven't been great, but they're the better team. Miami's coming off a strong performance in Memphis, but that felt like more of a schedule win. I lean Knicks here, but I'm not in love with the number. It's one of those games I'll pass on betting, but if I had to pick a side, give me New York. Next, Charlotte visits Washington. Wizards favored by 2.5, total 237.5, which is insane. The Wizards shouldn't be favored against anybody. I'm taking Charlotte outright on the money line. Yes, it's a back-to-back with travel for the Hornets after a hard-fought 125-121 loss to Philly, but this is a young team that can handle fatigue better than most. Washington's being overvalued because of their fluky win over Dallas. Charlotte's the better squad and should take this. On to Indiana versus Minnesota. Timberwolves are heavy favorites in their home opener, total 228.5. The Pacers are in a brutal scheduling spot, back-to-back with travel after getting smoked in Memphis 128-103. Their rotation's also banged up. Mathurin got hurt, Nebert is out, and Halliburton's still sidelined. Minnesota has the rest, size, and energy advantage here. They win this easily. I'm laying the points. Toronto travels to Dallas next. Mavs are 1.5-point home favorites, and I'm fading them again. Toronto's the better team, plain and simple. Dallas looks lost without a real point guard. Their offense is stagnant. All isolation, no sets, no rhythm. Statistically, they've been the worst team in the league through 2 games on both ends. Toronto's cohesive, plays smart, and I think they win this one outright. Then we've got Portland visiting the Clippers. LA laying 7.5, total 224.5. I'm on the Clippers here. They were a money-printing machine at home last year, 2-9-1-4-1 ATS, covering nearly 68% of their home games. Portland's dealing with off-court drama and inconsistency, and while Thiago Splitter's stepping in as interim coach, this is just a rough matchup. Clippers should roll in this one. Final game of the night, Lakers at Kings. Sacramento's a small 2.5-point home dog. I'm siding with the Kings here. The Lakers are a different team at home, not nearly as strong on the road, and Sacramento's interior play could be the difference. If Sabonis dominates the paint, the Kings can take this one. It's a favorable spot. Home opener, energy in the building, and Law's depth inside is still a concern. I like Sacramento to edge them out. Light the beam. That wraps up another jam-packed NBA breakdown here on Beyond the Box Score. We're coming off a profitable Saturday and carrying that momentum straight into Sunday. Oklahoma City and Denver delivered big, and we're looking to keep stacking those wins. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop your best bet in the comments below.